Yeah, it's time to revisit the big BADS deck, which proves to be one of the more evil decks in Marvel Snap, and it just got buffed a little bit with this change to Blink in this last week's over-the-air update, sending her from 5/7 to 5/8. This was a change that did surprise me. I've always thought Blink was actually really good in all of these various ramp style decks. I mean, sure, they're not always the best decks, but Blink often felt like one of the best cards in those shells and fits really nicely here as a way to cheat out some big scary 6-cost stuff, particularly in curve after Electro, or sometimes even using a Killmonger or an X-23 to turn it into an Alioth or a Giant Null or a Death or a Galactus, for God's sake, can be one of the most evil feeling things you could do in Marvel Snap. Particularly, Galactus into Alioth is evil. Galactus into Null is evil. Having 0-cost deaths is evil, and they're all just villains, which makes it feel even more evil. Today, this deck actually got an even crazier boost because the featured location is Bar Sinister. This deck was already running Venom. I already wanted to try Arnim Zola in this list instead of Ultron, because Ultron's kind of cool with Killmonger, but would often create these board lockouts and risky blinks. And since I wanted to spotlight Blink today, I thought Arnim Zola might be a more fun combo with some big Venoms, maybe with some Null, because you can kind of play Null and then Arnim Zola sometimes. So it seemed like there were some cool paths possible there. And then, of course, that just leans into Bar Sinister like crazy. Venom, Arnim Zola basically goes to like hundreds of power in Bar Sinister. So it gave it an extra edge today, which did help. This deck went 10 and 8 for me overall. As always with these big bad decks, they don't have the craziest win rates, but they can have good cube rates if you snap aggressively, which I don't do for videos. But if you snap with some real gusto and discipline as well, you might be able to use something like this to climb reliably. It had solid data overall. Do keep in mind though, like it's really boosted today by Bar Sinister. That said, so are some other decks as well. So I don't know how much it really boosted my win rate, just maybe a little bit, but perhaps worth consideration when looking at these numbers for sure. Nonetheless though, great shell for Blink, super fun deck to play as always, can win in some really unusual and surprising ways, which I think is always fun in this crazy Invisible Woman versus Invisible Woman meta we've fallen into in Marvel Snap. All right, Bar Sinister Venom, guys, it's time again. This is maybe just like free wins. I may have to stop doing this at some point because it gets too boring. Like, I don't want it to be too boring, The whole video doesn't need to be this. But honestly, if anything, that's an indictment on featured locations, honestly. That's why I always get bugged by featured locations. I feel like it's a real pain. Do we do it already? Do we do, like, maybe we just start with Electro Blink, but what if I pull an Arnim Zola? Then I've kind of lost my mojo. We'll also do Wave first. I mean, I don't know. I guess we'll just do it. Whatever. I don't know. I don't know how big he needs to be. It's cool. They got the matching portrait and card. Both look awesome. Very cool. Thena's a cool character. Kind of thought it was Angela at first, to be honest, but it's Thena. All right, well, I guess if we find Arnim Zola, we're happy. I don't know. Oh, Galactus is also very fun and different and could be interesting. Okay. I mean, I guess Invisible Woman always wants to go here, by the way, right? So can we hit a Galactus right, dude? That's another way to just probably win this game. I mean, I feel like they're going to play cards there. I do have priority, though, dude. Never mind. Never mind. I guess you put this here just to well, I guess we can also just save that for later, because like, why do we need it? I honestly still have no idea how this works. I need to see this in action. I really don't remember how this works. Last game I tried to do it, the opponent retreated immediately, so I don't even know what happens here. It's been forever since I've seen this. It's like, this is why you can't make Bar Sinister a featured location. Like, this whole video is going to be an indictment on the featured location system. And why is it so popular? Or not, I guess the popular is another way. Why is it so common that the feature location shows up? Like, why can't it be like 10% or whatever instead of like, 40% or whatever it is? Fast forward, and what do we have? 100. Bro, I don't even understand the math, to be honest. Dude, this is one of those games where... Oh, I only have 100 here because it's literally Mojo World. I was like, wait a minute. I could win this without the other stuff. But yeah, this is one of those where I just absolutely do not understand how this works at all. Well, I mean, there's just zero chance we're losing. This Killmonger is like hilarious, though. So I think we're going to play Killmonger into Null. Hopefully he gets Null, not Death. This is hilarious, though, dude. All these sunspots. I think you're always supposed to play Invisible Woman left, by the way. I mean, I guess it instantly loses you left, so there's not always a guarantee on that. By the way, you're probably not going to have much time to do this by the time the video comes out, right? Like this, I don't know. You'll have a half a day, maybe. But you should always snap before you play Arms Zola, obviously. Or probably even before you play Venom, honestly, although you're a little susceptible like Shang-Chi Shadow King, I guess. All right, X-23, sure, yeah. She won't roll back there, which is kind of funny. Could maybe be a good excuse to play a turn 6 Galactus there, but seems very unlikely to win. I don't really like that plan at all, frankly. Monster Island turning off Galactus too. Okay, let's go ahead and get Pedro left. I love that Pedro's just in every deck now, by the way, and I don't really love that. I'm being sarcastic. He's literally just in every deck. It doesn't matter what kind of deck you are, you're running Pedro, man. They have really pushed the season pass this last month. Oh, so I guess Galactus is done, dude. All right, sure. I mean, this really feeds a Null a lot. It's not great for Blink, though. Like, you know, I sort of like to Blink. I guess even Vibranium's like a decent Blink target, though. This also isolates a little hard into Shang-Chi, but this deck appears to be a, you know, a deck that's all about doing their own stuff. I don't think we're too stressed about Shang-Chi. I am stressed about winning, but I might be able to win with an Goliath. Oh, Killmonger's also pretty sweet. Go ahead and kill that Hydra Bob, I guess. Let's leave the Venom mid in case of... Oh, you know what, though? Actually, we do have a Galactus hit. I guess they're too big, though, so it doesn't matter. Like, Invisible Woman's already buffed, so... Like, you could roll Galactus right here by killing off the rock. So I guess that's not worth the stress. Let's just do this into Blink. Blink is nicely buffed, by the way. Ooh, Marvel Boy. Getting shut down a little bit here nicely. They do still have Vibranium. That's not going away, of course. Death getting crazy good and cheap, though. We're getting a nice buff. Ooh, we did get kind of locked in right. I guess that's not too bad. Blink's going to pull a big card out anyway. If it's Arnim Zola, though, it does suck, because Arnim Zola could hit Vibranium or X-23, neither of which we're particularly excited about. I actually don't really love any of these results. I think Null is probably the best bet, but actually still not that big. It's just not that good. Arnim Zola would make Death a little cheaper. I guess I wouldn't mind that. They really went in mid. That's kind of good news because we know they're power capped here. Goliath, if I get priority, might just be able to win. Oh, Null's plenty big. Okay, I take it back. Oh, I forgot about the Venom made Null big. That's why we did that, and that has now paid off in spades. The problem is, how in the heck do I win mid? They're already too big. Boy, this does not feel right, dude. Actually, do you just commit even here with a Havoc? I mean, it's only one Invisible Woman, so he gains 8. This flips mid always, right? Because Black Cat's going away. It's gonna get we have priority actually, so she's gonna be only 6 into the Null. I'm worried about maybe like Athena and combo doing weird stuff here, but I mean, this is pretty capped. If they really committed Athena here, we might be in trouble. We're going to 28 plus 14. That feels like it should hold. Athena would only be actually 6 anyway with one loop here. So we're going 26. They're losing 6. They're not gaining any end of turn. This is gaining 4 from Fantasticar. Like, in some ways, Death left feels a little bit safer, doesn't it? Oh, it's really close call, though. I'm worried something weird happens here. What if they go Torch here, Athena left? Torch would go here. Torch is scarier. Yeah, I'm gonna trust Death left, actually. I don't know. It's really spooky. I think we always beat Athena. I don't think we always beat Torch, so I don't know. I think this is the way to go. This seems fine. I probably would have preferred it left because we were pretty sure we're winning mid anyway. But Athena left, Torch right. Oh, Bruce. Okay, Bruce also big. But either way, this beats Athena was the goal, right? She's only gaining 6, so it's fine. Marvel Boy hitting Vibranium twice. Oh, we did kind of need the X-23. I forgot about that. I actually forgot to account for the +2 here. Didn't really matter, I guess. Still, we were 26 to 25. It looks like we also would have won right, by the way. Death would have held right as well. So maybe we couldn't go wrong here. Even X23's location didn't matter. Yeah. Pretty nice to beat this, dude, actually. Blink coming in clutch to cheat that big null. Venom decision was good early. Yeah. They didn't hit their home run prodigy stuff, but still an insane output game. I mean, look at these numbers, dude. This is a game with no cheese either. Like, no crazy location cheating. These are some monster numbers from both of these decks. 39 and 25 is crazy. 28 and 16 is crazy. I think the opponent locked up here too early, though. I guess they didn't have a lot of choice because of lab, maybe. It's like lab forced them a little bit more. That's a great steal for us, though. That's a really, really good win. I like that a lot. Heyo, Blink. I feel like I haven't actually really been playing that much Blink in this deck, which makes me a little sad. This, by the way, this hand is quite possibly the worst Blink hand imaginable. We have all 6 early game cards in deck, which means it's very, very risky. We may never actually get a Blink target. If we draw Death or Null, forget it, dude. Like, we're out almost. Electro's a very good draw, though. Okay, maybe we'll hit a Null into a good Killmonger here, because you can see they're juicing our Killmonger a lot. This looks like end of turn cheese. We're gonna see Marvel Boy. That could juice the stats even more for a Killmonger. All very good news. Well, I'll tell you what, I don't hate Wave into Galactus either, because right does seem like somewhere that the opponent's going to avoid. Might even have a hard time playing to it because of Asteroid M. Because like Invisible Woman, Marvel Boy, Fantastic Car. I think this is actually a better path than Blink, right? I mean, honestly, Blink Galactus isn't crazy, by the way. You can still pull out a Death. It's actually kind of a good way to cheat some stuff. I mean, if you draw a Death, that's just better, but I think I like this more. Even with priority, they might have a very hard time getting to 6 here. I think this is just smarter, right? Wow, that's so unbelievably frustrating. I can't believe it, dude. Now they might actually be able to play a 1-drop there to beat me. Oh, they decided to stay on curve. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. Woo! Makari almost screwed us. Instead, Makari's actually really good because now they have even more limited space, right? I think they play like Fantastic Car, and maybe a Thing actually could be kind of scary, I'll say. Alliance could shut that down if we time it well, though, which I don't know that we have that luxury, unfortunately. Maybe you just go Electro Death. Maybe it's actually Death Electro Blink, although I think I like Alliance better, we decided, right? Cannot blink the Galactus into anything, of course. I mean, Blink Null is like a crazy amount of power. It probably beats Thing no matter what, right? Actually, Thing would feed it, and if Thing's the only thing I'm worried about, I guess I like this better. Of course, if I just draw Null, I can also just play Null. That's fine, but this is like a way to basically cheat out the Null if I don't find it. Helps a little bit in that regard. Thing is really the thing I'm nervous about, though. Blue Marvel, I am certainly not nervous about, no. I mean, Thing is still kind of cool and everything, but yeah, let's just blink in a Null, dude. This is actually a really sick blink. This is a really sick blink. If they have Shang-Chi, do we worry? 14, they'd go to 13? No, we'd still be fine. Blink and Galactus would actually hold it down specifically because of Blink's. Specifically because of Blink. I mean, I give them a cheap Death, by the way, so they can play Death, but we know that doesn't beat us, so that's not a risk. Yeah, there's Blink and Galactus would be 14. Shang-Chi would give them +4 for 13. So worst case scenario, Shang-Chi we still hold, dude. That's perfect. Yeah, this is a really clean game. It showcases the value of Blink, right? You just get to cheat out a big thing. I don't know how big Null was, but it was very big. You know, it had at least like Wave, Torch, couple squirrels. They weren't that buffed though yet. I mean, it was really big. I don't know if it's that big. And Adam Warlock really hadn't gotten buffed much yet. I feel like it was maybe in the 10 to 12 power range, which maybe that actually wasn't the best bet. But you know, Blink is 8, Null is 12, so it probably was the best way to get enough power, right? J Stud McLovin, dude. How'd you find my nickname in college? I was thinking high school because of super bad McLovin, but college nickname for sure. No, I didn't have a nickname in college because I didn't have any friends. The truth comes out. Too busy studying. All right, Electro early, cool. Okay, actually like Electro Venom left, I think, unless this is Bar Sinister, of course. Then we'll have to play Venom right. Oh, we aren't gonna know though, actually. Well, we'll still, I mean, yeah, we'll know. We'll know. That's still fine. We don't know this turn, but either way. We could put Electro Riot is what I was trying to get at and like have a little bonus in the Venom, but it's not worth the risk for sure. Let's just put it left. Magic, we could turn off. Galactus would be a very big cool surprise there, I guess. Or Sinister? Rocket Pad, okay. That would also be good to win. Still 2 turns from Galactus though, so not there yet. Venom Electro is nice. It's 9 power, which actually is like a decent Arnim Zola already. It's not great, but it's decent. Just because it could feed Null and or Death. Certainly Killmonger right now would be appealing as well. 3 other targets on board. Oh, also they're buffed now, so even better for Null. Killmonger would actually be dreamy. I don't really have anything to do this turn. I guess if I draw Blink, I kind of do, but you almost hate to lose your big Venom just for an Arnim Zola. That's sort of garbage. I mean, I guess it's garbage, but it is a way to get 2 Blinks out of this. It's also a good way to maybe win Rocket Pad. You could also redraw the Venom, I suppose. Yeah, I mean, it's not good, right? It's not good, but it's not bad. I basically turned this 9 power into 16 power. I could also just play a Death, though, and have 21 power, but, you know, Death becomes slightly cheaper. I mean, if I'm not going to have a chance to play a Death, I've also got Null considerations. This is also maybe better for priority on a Galactus. I don't know. There's a few considerations here for sure. This might lead into Galactus left, by the way, guys. Like this could, oh, well, no, there's going to be an Arnim Zola there. There's no Galactus left. There's 0 power, but that does not make a Galactus. So it made Null bigger, made Death cheaper, but do I still have a way to leverage that? You know what I mean? Like Death and Wave next turn. Am I ever gonna get priority here? I don't really see how. Seems hard. Why did they play another card? Oh my god, dude. Arnim Zola Blue Marvel is so sick, dog. It made my Death even cheaper. I need Killmonger maybe here. Killmonger would be so spicy. So don't have priority. Do we think this holds? I don't really. I'm gonna try, but I don't really think it holds. The opponent's deck is crazy, by the way. Like, what is this deck, dude? Blue Marvel. It's Blue Marvel, Arnim Zola, Mockingbird, Quinjet. I don't even know. Is this like Shang-Chi? Oh, Penny Parker doesn't beat us. Why would the Penny Parker go right of all places? Why not mid? I don't understand at all why you would play that right. Like, you know, bro. I thought it was the final turn. I thought it was the final turn. I forgot we were on Limbo. Oh my god. I'm an idiot. Thought it was the final turn. Yeah, this is good. Killmonger deletes 4. Shang-Chi shuts down Shang-Chi. Or excuse me, Alliance shuts down Shang-Chi. Do they Shang-Chi mid ever though? Like that would be the spice. That would get us maybe. That would for sure get us right. We'd be at 16. They'd have 9-4. Actually, they'd be at 13. No, I think we'd be okay actually. We'd be okay. Priority here might make all the difference. I legitimately thought the game was over. Mystique and Erisham. Okay, Mystique is cool. Wait, what was the Mystique though? Am I high? What was it? It wasn't a Blue Marvel. What was it? Wasn't the last card they played Penny Parker? Bro, they're hard running. Mockingbird, Arnim Zola. I actually didn't notice if the Blue Marvel was Erisham or not, to be honest. They're hard running Isan. All right, yeah, bigger X23 is fine with me, man. I love having that turn 1 Madripoor. That always feels so nice. I've had 7 out of 8 Bar Sinister games, by the way. Please, God, give me a non-featured location game one time in my life. Okay, well, Agony is even more insane for Madripoor. Obviously, they're going to be quite pumped about that. Electro's chill for later. That's fine. I actually might need Bar Sinister to win this game now, though. So, we'll see, I guess. Deadpool deck, it looks like, which again, Agony. Oh my God. I think that's 8 out of 9. Yeah, I've played this my 9th game. I've only had 1 game that wasn't Bar Sinister, guys. I want you to think about how insane that is. Turn 4 Blink, I like. What if we hit Arnim Zola, though? That does hurt us because I need to draw the Arnim Zola. I mean, the odds are we don't. It's probably better to take a chance we don't. We could go for Galactus as well, by the way. Like, I could have done Electro mid Galactus shenanigans. Kind of like that. Uh-oh, that's another one that could... Oh, no, this could turn into Arnim Zola, guys. Suddenly it's a 1 in 3. But it thins out the deck 66% of the time, right? So it's actually better 66% of the time. So I guess we'll find out. They're already going Bar Sinister. Not Arnim Zola. Not, Death. Okay, chill. That, like we said, thins out the deck, so that's fine. They're also gonna have Venom, though, by the way. Do they also have Arnim Zola? That's not a Venom, though. Okay, that's better news. Venom is way better than anything else there. I gotta find that Arnim Zola to win, man. We'll go, I guess, Mr. Fantastic Venom here. Juice our Venom a little bit. These Carnages don't really scale that well, but they are certainly juicing my Null. I mean, I'm sure the opponent is running Null as well. That could be a different way for us to win. Ooh, even better for Venom. Okay. Dude, this is literally going to come down to a draw 1 in 4, I think, because I don't know if we can win without... I mean, maybe Venom wins here anyway. Oh, no, Venom doesn't win here. Nope. Theirs is just bigger. Maybe they lock out left and I can win with Death farming up Madripoor? No, they can't lock out left. No, we're only on Venoms. No, left is still open. Oh, crap. I think they're just doing what we do, but better because, you know, the featured location is what it is. I kind of want to play my Null on Danger Room just because I think it would be very funny. If they have Arnim Zola, though, you just simply... Well, wait, if we had priority, but I'm never going to get priority because their Venom's bigger. If we had priority, you could maybe try to win Goliath and Arnim Zola, but we don't have priority. So this might just be a race to Arnim Zola, right? I will say they do sometimes end up with 0 in specific spots. Like, I could maybe just play Null left and, like, hope for the best. You know? Dude, my Venom's almost bigger, by the way. Jeez, I had, like, more Venoms, so mine got really close. Zola? No, sorry, buddy. You're too small, sir. Yeah, man, I don't know. Maybe this holds somehow. Like, if they Arnim Zola here. I don't remember where it ends up at 0. There's always somewhere it ends up at 0. There's also Wolverines in the mix, so I don't even know. It might not also ever be 0. Like in theory, you know, you could say, hey, I'm gonna win this 100%, and then maybe they end up at 0, like here or here. But I think the Wolverines make that impossible, right? I just don't think that ever happens. If only we had priority, dude. This would be so sick. I'm gonna do this, but I don't remember how any of this works. I think a Venom never ends. I don't think you ever end up at 0 right. I think it's always somewhere else, maybe, because you know it loops back. But I just don't know. I mean, we're gonna have to just see what happens after the fast forward. I know this is gonna be maybe the biggest Null that I have ever played. I know that. This Null is going to be just outrageously large. I will say all the fodder, like the Wolverines and the X-23s, can make the Arnim Zolas worse sometimes if they like only hit Wolverines instead of Venoms and stuff, but it might still be just too much. Like if this hits X-23, okay, that means an Arnim Zola can't go mid. Hold up. If that next Arnim Zola hits the X-23, no! Oh, actually, no, that's game over, yeah. Well, hold up. If that sends that back... Oh, yeah, that was the one thing we didn't want. Yeah, it had to hit that X-23. Bro, we actually had a chance to win this if that had just hit Wolverine or X-23, I think, right? Because then it would have just created a chain where the Venoms broke. Wow, yeah, we actually had a really good chance to win this. All the fodder almost locked them up. It was basically... They hit the 1 out of 3 over here, I think. All right, Bar Sinister. I'm now at 6 out of 7, guys, on Bar Sinister. 6 out of 7 games. It's very boring. Even though I'm benefiting, it's still very boring. I'm not a bot, but I am formerly deceased, according to the title. Formerly deceased. Electro mid's kind of funny. It's like one of those where if you win, yeah, okay, cool, I won. If I lost, I lost. Oh, Electro right just became even funnier. Let's go. They do benefit a little, but like all the discounts, like screw you, you're not getting any discounts. They also do benefit from X-23 as well. Oh, Galactus turned, no, dude. Only, this is getting me closer to Venom, by the way. Like, we're just kind of on a Venom now. You know, Venom Arnim Zola is just a thing now. Perhaps we go, do we ever go just, oh, you can't do Null and Arnim Zola right now, though. Dang. You'd have to put Null mid, which is going to get it destroyed. I mean, I do have time, so it's okay. Like, Venom can still come into hand here. There are some dead draws, though, for sure. Gotta draw Venom right now. Bailed out, dude. Is it better to do a wave first? I think that's better. I don't remember how this works, though, to be honest. I don't know. We're gonna learn. I've never, like, I'm not really trying. This isn't what my deck's about. I'm not a destroy deck using Bar Sinistry. You know, we're just. Oh my god. Okay, that definitely helps them solve the problem of only being able to play one card per turn a little, I guess. Well, not really. No, they're already full everywhere. I guess that's not true. No, it doesn't really help, does it? I think the Venom still clears and makes copies, right? So he gets even bigger than normal, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter because he always ends up at like 13 or 12 anyways. I mean, I guess this is an 18 power Venom regardless, so he's just better anyway, right? It just doesn't matter. Oh yeah, it does work this way though. Okay, so like, dude, this is so stupid, dude. I do have priorities, so I think actually Arnim Zola is wrong here. I think I just play Eliath to stop any sort of like Shang-Chi or whatever, because we obviously know they're not winning left. We just stop them from hitting the null or whatever, right? Like, this is the only place they can play. Like, this is just safer, isn't it? Here you go. Chip in even more, dude. This is very funny. Let's just win all three. Let's just win all three. They go over the Shang-Chi. This is so sad, dude. This is so sad. Double Eliath. That still copies, yeah. I say Negasonic can't stop this, right? Yeah. This is brutal, dude. Null just getting even bigger. Dude, no! Oh, no, dude. I came out of nowhere to steal this game. We were so behind. The Electro's really funny. This is evil, dude. This deck is actually a big bad deck. It's evil. It's really evil. It's not really a blink deck today at all, by the way. Bar Sinister has turned it into something far more sinister. Far more sinister. K-dubs. Like K-pop. Bar Sinister again. Yeah, I love the Bar Sinister. Murder World Bar Sinister could be risky, but I like the energy cheat for free here. It's kind of nice. Ooh. If I put this in, it's just better, right? It's just better. Galactus right, by the way, is looking real spicy. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Hopefully X23 doesn't go right, though. I mean, if it does, maybe left is fine. So either way, Galactus might be okay here. I guess the opponent doesn't really want to play right, though. They might play left. X23, don't go right. Easy. I guess I have priority, so either way, Galactus is fine. All good. We're chilling. All good. Oh, bro. I don't have Arnim Zola right now, but... Jeez. I mean, we're going to have 6 energy next turn. I can go Electro Venom. I don't know, dude. I actually don't really have that good of a... like, Galactus follow-up right now. Like, they're in there. Null and Eliath, they're both insane. They're in there. Just at the moment, they're not very good. Sadly, only one X23 roll. Okay, so this feels like an Affliction deck, maybe, which honestly, Venom's pretty great at. Also, Eliath is awesome now. This eats 3 for death. Am I gonna be able to play both? Yeah, I'm gonna cheat so much energy here off Electro and X23, right? I'm gonna have +2 next turn, so I'll be at 8. Death's gonna be 2 and Eliath 6. I hope we should always have priority, right? Like, I don't see how. Maybe if they had... Well, no, there's no Ajax that's any good. It's almost inevitable that we have priority. We should be totally fine. This is a good classic Galactus win, I think. I don't want to count my chickens too much. Oh! I gotta be honest, the Gambit threw me for a loop, dude. That could have done it. Maybe. I think, honestly, we still would have won for the record, but by God, that threw me for a loop, dude. By God, that threw me for a loop. I mean, obviously, we're fine with Eliath. Can't lose with Eliath. This is so evil, as always. MODOK. Yeah, this is a Morbius, huh? Yeah, they thought they might be able to be on Morbius stats, which is actually pretty sick. Pretty sick, but Death Eliath just too oppressive because this is evil. Dude, that if that hit the Gambit, we still had it, right? Yeah, we were 23-16. Yeah, they would have beat it with Gambit in an unblocked Morbius. You know, if, instead of Eliath, if I had to play like Blink or something, maybe. They could have got there. Joey Lasagna, not very good. He says, oh, Havoc is gone, so we must know this is a end of turn cheese deck. Maybe Galactus could win that. That could be cool. Left would be an okay spot for Galactus. Ooh, I wish I had that Arnim Zola back. Poor Sinister. Oh! Okay, let's say Galactus is gonna go right. There is some cheese sending Galactus mid, but I think it's real risky cheese. And I get priority here would be just such a home run, dude. Wave, like, always gets you priority unless they play... Oh, no, Hotel Inferno, they're going to want to play left. Or right, excuse me. Which is going to get them priority. Maybe they only play one card here, though, and it's kind of small, right? And then Galactus wins anyway. Wave mid, like, theoretically gets me better priority odds from a tiebreaker standpoint. If they just play, like, I don't know. Maybe like a base Thena or something, right? I guess either way, though, we'd have priority left. So this leaves mid open as an option. Oh, they went mid. Okay, so I actually would have still lost priority by going mid. This is, of course, the card you kind of expect to see here. It's insane. It does also make our life a little hard even... Oh, well, no, not from Galactus, you goon. No, what am I saying? Don't play right. Don't play right. Don't play right. Don't play Fantastic Car right. They don't have Fantastic Car because it's Agent Venom. All their cards are 3 power, but they might have 2 of them. But if it's an end of turn card like Thena, then it would... Well, no, it'd still be 6. It could be buffed. Maybe there's one in hand that's not buffed yet, though. Please, God. No, they played 2. No, Goose is too small! But Goose is a big problem. Goose is a big problem anyway. Well, actually, Death is still playable. Venom is still playable. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, guys. I guess this is so discounted. I guess I could just wait to play everything next turn. Maybe like the Electro doesn't really matter, and maybe just surprise factor. Maybe I lose priority for like Shang-Chi or something. They are just in, dude. Oh, Torch here. Yeah, they are in, dude. Honestly, they're pretty big. They're going to 21. We do thankfully beat 21 and even turn off the Nico here. So all good. Woo! Spooky, dude. Spooky stuff, dude. They probably weren't anticipating Death, maybe, and they thought I might have a hard time if all my cards are big, which very fair assumption. Very fair assumption. Goose was cool, dude. That was cool. They must not know how to play that got them to 6, because they clearly knew the Galactus was there. They like emoted, you know, very, very cool play. I like that a lot. That's like some spice. I feel evil again, like always. I just constantly feel evil playing this deck every time. It's just evil. It's just how it is. It's just evil. All right, Mr. Fantastico. Oh my God, I've gotten it 4 straight games, dude. It's crazy. I'm feeling it feels like cheating that I'm playing a deck that just happens to be really good at this, by the way. Like, it just feels like cheating. I was going to play a Blink Venom deck today anyway, and it's like Venom is just so insane, so I don't know, man. I don't know. It feels like cheating a little bit. This is gonna make Death very, very cheap. Yeah, I can't risk any weirdness here, right? I think I'm a little worried about losing Bar Sinister to some extent. Ah, that Ninja we could maybe wipe out on the final turn. So that would maybe be a way to deny Human Torch's scaling. That said, I really want to be able to cheat right now. I want to be able to gain some energy here. There's a chance I get a Galactus right like this. Oh, not anymore, I guess. They're too big. Yeah, just barely too big, to be honest, but a little too big. Death is cheap anyway. X-Ray is equal in the right spot. I mean, Galactus left is very cool, but it almost always loses you the game. Like, you don't expect to win like that. There's no way that wins. So I can go Goliath here, but I don't have priority. Blink turns into a null, which is actually weirdly very small right now. Weirdly very small. I feel like we're gonna lose this game, right? I feel like I don't have any lines I'm excited about. Maybe Death here. That guy can beat us though. Like, we're just not very big anywhere. They have a lot of energy cheat right now. Null is, like we said, small. Null's small. Galactus left cannot be the play, but I don't know what else to do. Maybe if they stick like a... It'd have to be Athena. I don't even know. Maybe if they stick Invisible Woman left right now, I win. Maybe if they... Well, no, even that, they have priority. They'd have to stick nothing left right now. Oh my god. Do they have anything left that beats this? This is the question. Like, Havoc doesn't beat it. You know what I mean? Like, oh, it's not Havoc. Do they have anything that's just base 6? You know what I mean? I don't know if they do. Oh, it's... Oh no, I forgot I'm getting an X23, I think. How does this work, actually? I guess I'm always getting an X23, so it doesn't have to be base 6. It only has to be base... well, I'm going to 20, so base 5 is a tie. So Invisible Woman would be a tie. Do they have... Well, they should have already played an Invisible Woman if they had it. I honestly, like, Sunspot beats us, right? Because he goes to 8. Like, there's a few things that beat us. Let's see if they have it, though. I'm going to make them have it. I'm going to make them have it. Sunspot beats us. That's sure. Oh, the Thing is very good. No, the Thing beats us, too, for sure. Thing is perfect. Not all these decks run Thing. I guess also maybe Fantasticar, right, would be an option too. This is actually so sick, dude. They're wiping me out. No, Galactus. This is quite therapeutic for the Thing, I bet. Just deleting these Galacti. Does one survive at least? It does. One survives. Nice. Did that one fail to animate? The game got sick of animating it. It's like, no, I'm not animating it. I think we were in a really tough spot that game overall, so I think that was probably our best path forward, but just a tough one. X23, sure. That does sometimes limit Galactus a little bit, I guess, but it's good for Killmonger. Hopefully we don't have a Bar Sinister game here, because that would be kind of boring. Killmonger's looking real excited, though, I'll tell you that. Don't be Bar Sinister. Give me... I don't want to just keep winning with Bar Sinister. I may have to cut Arnim Zola, because it's just too boring. Like, it's funny once or twice, right? But I don't want the whole video to just be Bar Sinister shenanigans. I promise I won't make the whole video Bar Sinister. Oh, they chose the Athena over the Black Cat. I don't know if I would have done that or not. Oh my god, dude. I like... Why are featured locations so high rate? They're like 40 or 50% of games or something. I feel like they should be like 20%. It would still feel like they're in there a lot. It would still feel like you get a boost for running them, right? Like, imagine saying like your deck wins an extra 20% of the time if it's like so good in a feature location. That would be an insane boost to your deck's win rate, right? Because normally it's like 1% per game or something or less. I don't know how many locations there are, but I think it's like 1 or 2% to get a location in a given game maybe, and it's like 40%. It's such a drastic and insane difference. We already saw Squirrel, we already saw Black Cat. Like, you could really save this for a surprise factor later, but I think I like specifically Blink here. I guess I play this here so that we can blink into Arnim Zola sometimes, right? That's actually pretty sick. Well, that's actually not as good, though. You really want to play the Arnim Zola, I suppose. So maybe that's not ideal. No, there's just going to be too many Killmongers, so that doesn't really make sense. No. This is fine. In other words, I don't think ripping the Killmonger early here is a downside. It's still a quite high upside. Right, like, we're still not mad. So Null is enormous. Null will just freely win Bar Sinister 100%. By the way, dude, like, I wish I could play Galactus here, but I guess not. Oh, we drew the Arnim Zola. Oh no, now X23 is a liability, dog. This becomes a death though, which is still very good. That's 18 points. I guess Arnim Zola left is still the play, right? Because there's going to be 2 of them. So, and like shifting power around is still valuable, I think. Hydra Bob, the Prodigy Whiff. Okay. So what is, like, they don't have Invisible Woman, so their power spike here is not going to be that high. Are we just better off doing, well, no, I don't know. I think 20 is kind of exposed. No, this should be fine. It's impossible for the... Oh, actually, if the first one catches X23, the second one, I guess, could catch an Arnim Zola, which would be a little weird sometimes. This could actually backfire, but the opponent has decided to retreat. They had a hard game. The Killmonger made life hard. We're just way ahead. They're probably very scared of what we can do next. I think there was a few ways to win this game, by the way, honestly. I think Galactus mid is really cool because he's going to get buffed. I think I think Eliath Wright was cool. I think Arnim Zola had a good chance to win. A lot of ways to win. Hard to lose that game probably. X23 Mr. Fantastic. Throne Room's kind of cool with Galactus, by the way, guys. Like, decent chance it helps him connect because, you know, if we just cheated out early. The wave could definitely signal that, though, so I don't know. We'll see. Like, I could see a Gladiator coming in here, too, maybe. There's a few risks. I like Kiln, though, because Kiln's going to encourage them to play there. Please don't be Bar Sinister, man. I'm so... Oh, boy. How big is this? Forge. Okay. I think Galactus updates before his on reveal, right? I mean, I guess either way right now he's big enough, but... Ooh. Discount on the Galactus is interesting. It means we don't necessarily have to go for wave, but I think it's fine. Brood, sure. I'm hoping those just go away forever. Craven into Spectrum. They won that one. Dang. I mean, I guess we try, right? We unfortunately do not have priority, so if this whiffs, boy, we're sad. I don't have any other way to win anyway, though, so I don't have a choice. Worried about Gladiator. Galactus too much. Yeah, 14 to 12. Dang it, dude. Didn't have a choice, did we? I just didn't have a choice. I don't think we had a choice, man. Does Venom Arnim Zola ever get me there? I just don't imagine a world where it does. It's why I've put Arnim Zola in the deck, but I can't win mid, can it? There's no way. I mean, they could maybe... Don't roll right, by the way, X23. I need you mid. Nice. I mean, it's just close enough to try, right? We'd be going to 17. Oh, actually, they go to 18, though, with Surfer. Dang it, dude. Nah, it doesn't hold. Maybe they decide not to Surfer because they think they don't need it, though. Like, there's a chance they don't Surfer because they're like, I don't need Surfer. You know, like, why do I need Surfer? Oh, no! Wait! Is that okay? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's turned off. Right? Glorious Dead Venom still wins it. I was right about them not going for Surfer. In theory, this was kind of a smart play, right? Like counter the Venom. Particularly, I'd be running this today against Bar Sinister for sure. But it doesn't matter. I love winning like that, dude. I love winning like that. It's always so funny. It's so troll to win like that.